Hi, I'm going to go over how you can get red gear, right? And that's the red gear is that everyone really wants, you know. You want it to level 20 for Master Forged and uh, enhanced to level 100, right? So if you notice, once you get to red gear, you start empowering stats, and I'll get to that in a little bit in a few minutes, but when you enhance, there's two enhancements. There's enhancements pre-red gear and enhancements after red gear. Okay, so when you enhance, right, basically you're taking a piece of gear and you're going to use the right button. Again, this is the right button for enhance, and you're going to either use gear enhancement components or any other trash gear, which I don't have right now, but you'll use that, and then you'll enhance it, right? You can also use quick select if you don't want to click things manually. So you need to enhance it to level 100, but then you also need to master forge it. And so this is the left tab that I just clicked, right? Left tab, master forging. And you're going to use your enhance essence stones for this. And the first one is 10, and the level 2 is 20, and it just goes up in increments of 10, right? So when you have everything, I'm going to use Greg here, when you have everything enhanced to 100 and you have everything um, Master Forge to 10, right? Then you get to unlock the ability to ascend it. And when you ascend it, that's when you get your red gear. Okay? So, to ascend, what you're going to need, again, is to make sure gear components is 100, enhancements 100, and it's been forged to level 10. You're going to click ascend. Now, to ascend it to level 1, you're going to need 2 pieces of mythic gear. And if you're lazy, you can do a quick select and it'll happen this way. But before we get there, remember that um, for infantry, you always want to enhance or work on the gloves and the belt first, right? Gloves, belt, and then for marksmen and for lancers, you always want to work on the head and the feet first. And the reason for that is because this gives you extra attack, right? Remember, your infantry is your door kickers. It's going to keep you alive longer, so you want to always, always, always focus on defense with them first and then attack. All right, but so defense for infantry again is the gloves and then the belt. Okay, so again, we're going to go back to Greg and we're going to empower him, ascend his gear over. So again, because he is a marksman, I'm going to work on his head first. So I'm going to take the send. I'm going to pick 2 random pieces of gear. I'm going to confirm it, and then I'm going to ascend it. And then remember, once you ascend the gear, you cannot reforge it. You cannot take the enhancements. Your enhancement is permanent. So if you mess up, you're out of luck, okay? So you're going to do that. And now your piece of gear is enhanced from the regular mythic orange to red. And you saw how the power level lifts. Now you're like, great. Now what? Now it's level 1, right? So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to enhance this with trash, gear components. Again, quick select, right? And that enhances it, right? Now you're like, great. I want to go to the next level. But you can't go to the next level yet, right? Because if you want to empower this, you have to get to mastery level 11 first to unlock it. And then you need 3 pieces of gear. So when you when you start empowering your piece of gear, it goes in increments of 20s, right? So it's 20, 40, 60 when you unlock it. And then you'll see different gears of different colors. And the first one is like attack, but then you have health, but that's more of like a marksman. But you see how it's expedition and exploration. Exploration is, what you're gonna need to like beat these guys here in exploration, right? Expedition is for, the 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 is for like, rally, beast attacks, the arena and stuff like that. So that's where you want to pay attention to that. Again, when we want to ascend it again, right? You remember you're gonna need 2 pieces of gear for the first time, right? And you're gonna send it. And then after you send it, then you're going to enhance it as needed. But then you're like, okay, what about the mithril? When do I need to use mithril? So remember how before I said that it you had to have it to level 11. So here, his gear is here, and it's more than level 11, right? Because he's a tank, I want to focus here because if I do this one, I get defense first. So if I want to empower him, I'm going to need 10 pieces of mithril and 3 pieces of gear. Well, I'm not going to use this one on this guy right now because that's not the person I wanted to focus on. So let's see, I'm going to do this one first. Is it this one I want to do first or this one? Let's see. Oh, they're both the same. So I'll just do this one right here. So I'm going to empower here. I'm going to use 10. Random select. Empower. And then now this is 100. And that's where you start using mithril. So mithril isn't in play until you start getting into increments of 10. And it's your enhancement or your master forgery level is level 11. All right. If you have any questions, just let me know. Bye.